Very good morning, Rob. It is going to be rather cool in the western parts of the country, especially around the southwest coastline. We have some slight rain going on. It's going to become dry later on. But the biggest talking point is the heat wave that we are starting to experience across the eastern half of the country. We're going to be experiencing extreme heat, especially around Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and also parts of the northwest, Free State and KwaZulu-Natal. But just to give you some tips on how to deal with the heat wave, you will need to drink lots of water, avoid coffees and even alcohol, and also wear loose clothing and stay away from direct sunlight. And if you have to be outdoors and do some activities, you might have to do that. Avoid doing that between the hours of 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. this afternoon. And also try not to leave children and your pets in cars with their windows closed. Now, the heat wave is happening over the eastern parts of the country where you see that shade of purple. It continues until Friday in most areas, but until Saturday for the Mpumalanga and Limpopo Lowveld areas where extreme heat is expected. We are talking of temperatures in excess of 45 degrees in some areas. We also have a warning for high fire danger conditions for much of the central and northern interior. You need to avoid starting any fires. They will easily get out of control. Now, here's how the weather is going to look like for the rest of your Tuesday. We have a bit of rain over the southwest coastline. It will become dry later on this afternoon, but in the afternoon, this slightly weak cold front will introduce a bit of rain into the south coast. Then later in the afternoon, the rain spreads into the rest of the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal. Northeastern South Africa will get away with just a few specks of cloud in places, and we're expecting fresh winds for much of the central and western interior and also along the south coast. Now, here's a closer look at what you can expect for your part of the country. Look at those temperatures in Gauteng, Johannesburg 34, the same for Bronkhorstspruit and Vereeniging, Pretoria with a sizzling 36 degrees. It gets even hotter as we go towards Limpopo. Thermometers reaching and exceeding the 40-degree mark in places across eastern Limpopo and also over the western Bushveld. Polokwane peaks at around 34 degrees. It is also going to be sizzling hot across much of Mpumalanga, 33 for Mbombela, the same for Emalahleni, Secunda, and Skukuza, who make it to 40 degrees. We are also expecting a hot one for KwaZulu-Natal, especially the northeastern areas. Ladysmith peaking at 37, isolated showers possible for the southern parts of the province. Showers also forecast for parts of the Eastern Cape. It will be dry for the northwestern areas where highs in the lower 30s are forecast. Dry for the northeastern sections of the Western Cape. Light rain for the south coast and the southwest coastline for the first part of the day, becoming dry, and Cape Town peaking at 24. Dry for the northern Cape, hot for the eastern areas with highs in the lower to mid 30s. We're also expecting a dry one around the Free State, a bit of cloud for the eastern sections, temperatures staying in the lower to mid 30s. Then in the northwest, we're also going to see mostly sunny skies. Thermometers pushing into the upper 30s for the western and northern parts. Rustenburg 38, 37 for the high in Mahikeng. Extreme heat continues on Wednesday for the eastern areas. It will be very hot as well for the northern parts, and similar weather continues into Thursday with light rain returning to Cape Town. That's all from the weather desk for now.